Everybody stand up and let us pray. Good morning, class. Before you sit down, kindly pick up the pieces of paper under your chair. Arrange your chair properly. Okay, thank you. You may sit down. Let me check your attendance first. Before we proceed to our next lesson, let us have a review first. In our previous lesson, we studied about the elements of short story. So today, we're ready to increase your knowledge in other literary text types, which is a song. Do you love singing, guys? Today, we will discuss the noting significant details in a literary text. Can you read it again? Noting significant details in a literary text. And the literary text we're going to discuss is song. Before that, we will unlock the unfamiliar words so you can easily understand the song. Okay, the meaning of the song. Okay, number 1, direction. Match the words in column A with the correct meaning in column B. Okay, who wants to answer number 1? We already discussed the unfamiliar words, so I think you're ready to learn. Maria Went to Town by Justo Julia. Sing it with me. Maria went to town on a pleasant summer day to sell 5 dozen eggs she carried in a tray. She counted in her mind the money she would get, the things that she could buy, then walk like a coquette. But she forgets the tray she carried on her head, a naughty dog behind. Down fell the bark at the little maid. Down fell the tray and all the eggs she kept in store. Then suddenly she went home, but wiser than before. Okay, repeat. Very good. You did a good job in singing Maria Went to Town. This time, let us continue our learning. Help me answer these questions, comprehension questions. Number 1. Number 1, can you read it? Okay, number 1, I will read the direction first. Read the question carefully and then circle the letter of the correct answer. Okay, using this marker, you will encircle the letter of the correct answer. Number 1, who went to town? A. Maria, B. Juan, C. Belen, and D. Juana. Who? Yes, Kaya. Okay, Maria, very good. Number 2, when did she go to the town? When did she go to the town? Okay, Irish. Very good. Did on a summer day. Number 3, why did she go there? Okay, very good. To sell eggs. What did she think of on her way? What did she think on her way? Very good. She thinks the things she could buy. Number 5, what happened to the eggs? Okay, the egg down fell the tray of eggs. Okay, number 6, color the face that shows the feeling of Maria after the incident. What do you think is the feeling of Maria after the incident? After the egg fell? Okay. She was sad. Okay. Maria was sad because all the eggs are cracked, are broken. Number 7. What lesson did Maria learn? Write 2 to 3 sentences on the spaces provided. Who wants to write? Okay, very good. Noting details is important in reading skill for children to learn. We note details by asking WH questions like what we answered earlier. The WH questions are who, what, where, when, and how. Just class, remember when noting details or when taking notes, remember all these steps. Okay, number 1, noting details helps you remember the most important points. When taking notes, remember the following. Number 1, write down the keywords and phrases. You will write the keywords and phrases. 2, write down only the main ideas and important details. You don't need to write the whole story or the whole songs. Just You will write down only the main ideas and important details. Number 3, use a word or a short phrase to explain the idea. Use your own words so that you can understand them later. And then number 5, write legibly so that you can easily read your notes when you refer to them later. Okay? Congratulations, you have learned how to infer feelings. Your feelings about the character of the story or the song. What you did is called infer. Okay. You infer your feeling or you guessed. We can infer or guess the traits and feelings of the characters on what they say, what others say, what about them, by what they think and feel and what they do. What you did earlier is called infer. Example. Oh, I have here some example. This one. Example. A naughty dog behind barked at the little maid. What could Maria feel? How about you? If some dog barks at your back, Maria felt surprised. When the dog barked at her back, the Maria was surprised. Oh, that's the example. Let's have some exercises. And these exercises we will call it the smiling star. The smiling star. Can you read the direction? Okay, right on the pointed edge around the smiling star. Here's the smiling star. The 5 traits of or feelings of Maria in the song. Okay, you will write 5. You will choose here in the box. And you will write it in there, in there, in there. Okay, who wants to write first? Okay, very good. That's the answers. Now, can you still remember what happened to Maria along the way? Okay, let us remember what happened to Maria along the way. What happened to Maria along the way is called the sequence of the story. Sequence. What is sequence? Sequence is the order in which events takes place. Understanding the sequence of events can help you know what is happening and why it happens. Okay. Is that clear? Let's have another exercise. Another exercise. Can you read the direction? Number the events below in the order that they occurred in the song. Write the number 1 to 4 in the blanks, being number 1 as the first event and 4 as last. Okay. Sadly, she went home but wiser than before. What do you think is the sequence? What number? Okay. It's number 4. Next, Maria went to town to sell 5 dozen eggs she carried on her head. It's number 1. Very good. Number 3. Next, a naughty dog barked at her and down fell the tray and all. What number is that? Okay, number 3. Number 4. Next is, she counted in her mind the money she could get while walking like a hook. Number 2. Okay, can you read it? Can you read it? With the correct sequence? Okay, number 1. Maria went to town to sell 5 dozen eggs she carried on her head. Number 2. She counted in her mind the money she would get while walking like a coquette. Number 3. A naughty dog barked at her and down fell the tray and all. And then lastly, sadly, she went home but wiser than before. Okay. You can read it by using signal words. Rather than numbers, you can use signal words when reading that story. Signal words are first, next, then lastly. That's called signal words. Read this story using signal words. Okay, number 1 is first. First, Maria went to town to sell 5 dozen eggs she carried on her head. Next, she counted in her mind the money she could get while walking like a coquette. Then a naughty dog barked at her and down fell the tray and egg. And lastly, sadly, she went home but wiser than before. Okay, very good. Another way to sequence the events is by using graphic organizer. Graphic organizer are charts or visual which are used to represent what we think of. They can help us understand what we read in sequencing events. We use organizer like the storyboard, flow chart, story train, chain of events charts, and sequence charts. These are the examples of graphic organizer. This one is the story train, the chain of events, storyboard, flow chart, and sequence chart. There's so many graphic organizer, but this one is my examples. Okay, let's have a group activity. Group yourself into 4. Okay, group 1 here, group 2, group 3, and group 4. This is your group activity. Direction. Try to look at the pictures. Here are the pictures. Which comes first, next, then, and lastly. Use graphic organizer and signal words to sequence the event. Okay, I will give you 10 minutes to do the group activities. Here is your rubrics. Okay, accuracy, 4 points, cooperation, 3 points, creativity, 3 points, and with a total of 10 points. Okay, go. Okay, class, we are done with the activity. Let's have a recap. And now, let us check your understanding. The story is entitled A Trip to Vegan by Mary Jane Gangang. I will read it, okay? Last summer, the Flores family from Baguio City decided to visit Vegan City. They started early in the morning. They had a stopover at Condon City to have their snacks at 8 o'clock and continue their trip and reach Vegan City at exactly 10 o'clock. The family had a great time walking on the cobblestone street of Calle Crisologo, Andrew and Gina Road in Acalesa. They are amazed to see the different colonial houses in the afternoon. They went to Baluarte and saw different animals. In the evening, they all went to watch the dancing fountain at the plaza. Finally, they decided to visit the hidden garden the following day. That night, they had a peaceful sleep at Villa Angela. I will give you time to note details about the story. And then you will answer the following questions. Are you done? Listen to my questions. Number 1. I will read the question twice. Listen carefully. Who decided to have a trip to Vegan City? A. Flores family. B. Santos family. C. Loria family. D. Padernal family. I repeat. Who decided to have a trip to Vegan City? A. Flores family, B. Santos family, C. Loria family, and D. Padernal family. Number 2, where did they go? A. Baguio City, B. Cebu City, C. Cotabato City, and D. Vegan City. Where did they go? Baguio City, Cotabato City, Cebu City, and then lastly, Vegan City. Number 3, what do you think is the feeling of the family in their trip to Vegan City? A. Bored, B. Enjoyed, C. Tired, and D. Sleepy. Number 4. Where did they go first? A. Dancing Fountain, B. Villa Angela, C. Street of Calle Crisologo, and D. The Hidden Garden. Number 5. Where did they go last? A. Villa Angela, B. Street of Calle Crisologo, C. The Hidden Garden, and D. Baluarte. Next, test 2. Next, test 2. And I will give you this graphic organizer. You will sequence the event happen. You will use this sequence chart to show the places of which the Flores family went. Okay. Are you done? Okay, pass your paper if you're done. For your assignment, get your notebook, English notebook, and copy your assignment. Here is your assignment. Okay, class, thank you for your cooperation. Goodbye, class.